welcome to my video. This video is going to be a review of hair henna. Always with the equipment around here. Okay, so rainbow henna in red. I am not a hair color person. In my younger years, I used to do boxed color. Sometimes I would, on occasion, actually, I don't know if I didn't have it done at a salon until I actually went to school to learn how to be an esthetician. And when I was in school, I constantly had cosmetologists trying to color my virgin hair because apparently that's really desired in the cosmetology world. But it's been, probably 9 or 10 years since then. And I have a little bit of gray, and it's not a huge deal, but I thought, you know what, maybe because of the benefits of henna, because I've heard about the strengthening benefits of henna, I thought maybe I'll give it a try. And okay, great, it's going to cover up the grays, that's kind of cool. And it's kind of fun to have a little bit of a change. And I'm going to put a before photo in this video. This is the after, just because I didn't really feel like filming the whole process, because it's kind of like it's not super necessary, I feel like, for you as a viewer to watch me putting this stuff on and all that stuff. But I'll kind of give you a short rundown on the process, what I did and how it worked. My hair before this, as you'll see, is a pretty dark brown, a little bit auburn. In the sunlight, my natural color kind of has a little bit of reddish tones before this whole process. And first, before I kind of talk about that, I'll talk about how I did it. So it says on the package, on this, I've done research online. Everybody has a different opinion on how to do henna, and I just followed the instructions on this, and it seems to work fine. Mixing it with tea, so you boil water, make tea of your choice. It'll give you a guide based on the color you're using, which tea you want to use. And I used like a herbal chamomile tea, and it had a little bit of some red in it. That's why I chose it. Some kind of herb in it that was red. And mix it in with I used the whole thing because I have fairly long hair and it's thick. It's curled right now, so you can't see the length as much. But so you mix it in so that it's a nice paste. It's really messy, so I put on some super old t-shirt clothes. Gloves, all that. Goop it in. It is quite messy. It has a very earthy smell to it. I had watched a lot of other people's videos on henna and did some online research before doing it myself. And a lot of people have something to say about the smell. I didn't really mind it that much. I mean, it's a lot better than the smell that you get from the hair color that you go to the salon to use. I used to work in a salon, and baby, let me tell you, I don't think that stuff is good for people to be breathing in. So that's my take on that. So yeah, the smell compared to your traditional chemical hair dyes is, in my opinion, much less invasive and offensive. It's earthy. It smells earthy. After a while, it gets a little annoying, and to me, it started to smell a little bit like something was burning. But by the time it got to that point, it was pretty much time to rinse it off. I think that it's going to vary depending on the brand, but henna is henna as far as I can tell. And I didn't let it sit with the water for 6 hours like some people say to do. I just mixed the hot water in, mixed it up while it was still warm, applied it, and then left it for 4 hours with the shower cap on. At one point, I had for about 15 minutes with the hair dryer on low with the shower cap on. Kind of dried it just to heat it up a little bit, because I was reading on this package, it says that heat has something to do with the activation of the color. So I went with it, and I do have to say, I'm happy with the results. So I had dark hair before to begin with, so I knew it wasn't going to give me a super drastic red rouge color, but I don't know if it's easy to tell. And I'm in a bathroom, there's no sunlight right now. When I was looking at it in the sunlight today, it was fantastic. And I will show you a picture from that. The results from this is about what I would get from a lot of, like if I chose a red boxed color because my hair is dark, this is about what I would get. So yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised at how well the color did deposit onto my hair. The rinsing out process was really not a big deal. Super easy to rinse out. And I think the best part about this for me was I did get color. It did cover up my grays. My hair does feel softer and like shinier. And I got all of that without having to breathe in the noxious fumes from conventional hair color. I have seen online pictures of people with lighter hair who've used this red, and it's beautiful, fantastic. I think, yeah, the color of your hair before doing this does have something to do with how the color is going to come up, but that's how it works with all hair color. If you want to have dark hair and go lighter, you're going to have to bleach it somehow, whether you're doing that with, you go to the salon and they bleach it for you, or whether you do hydrogen peroxide or whatever. But that's not really my bag, so I didn't do that. I'm going to read the package for you. Henna is the only natural alternative to chemical hair colorings that are controversial to health. I can't see because the fucking flash was in my eye for so goddamn long. Take my damn glasses off here. Henna is the only natural alternative to chemical hair colorings that are controversial to health considerations and harsh on the hair. Rainbow henna is 100% natural plant material. No additives, chemicals, preservatives, metallic salts, or metals. Worldwide use of henna has been practiced and documented for over 9,000 years. Red henna comes from small shrubs called Lawsonia that are native to the Middle East, West Asia, and North Africa. The leaves are dried, then pulverized into a fine powder. We also use the plants Indigofera, Cassia obvata, marigold, and chamomile flowers to make the different shades. We choose only the finest botanicals from around the world to be used in our hair color. Rainbow henna coats the outside of each strand of hair. The shade of henna is reflected through the hair while enhancing your hair's natural color. The cuticle is smoothed by the henna's sealing action. I have seen the shininess with my hair. Giving a polished look by making the light reflect off, providing shine. It's definitely shinier. Absolutely. Regular use of henna can texturize the hair, giving it extra body. This becomes more evident with each application. Rainbow color will last approximately 4 to 6 weeks, but is safe to use more frequently. I've seen some say that it's permanent, so I don't know what the scoop is. I'll report back to you on that. So this is just going into the preparation. It's saying not to use a metal bowl. I don't know if that's true because other people were saying that's not a big deal online. You know, do that at your own discretion. So you can either use water, coffee, or tea. Oh, for gray coverage, it recommends a little bit of apple cider vinegar, which I did do. I put a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in there. Yeah, it says, for best results, use a salon dome dryer, heat lamp, or thermo heat cap. Well, I don't have any of those, so I just did a shower cap with the hair dryer for about 15 minutes. It was probably 20 minutes. It says on the package for, it's categorized by which color determines how long you leave it on, and red is in the category of 45 to 60 minutes with heat, and without heat 60 to 75 minutes. I left it on for 4 hours, so it's not like the chemical hair dyes where it's gonna burn through your hair if your scalp. Oh, that's another thing I want to mention. A big part of the reason why I was not a huge fan, one, the noxious fumes were a pretty big deal for me, but two, conventional hair color, for some reason, every time I've done it, sears my scalp. Leaves a really, like my scalp is raw afterward. I had, when I was in beauty school, esthetician school, it's the same school as all the hairstylists and nail tech and everything. And I had one of the instructors like scoff at me when I said, my scalp's burnt. It was really burnt. That stuff really wreaks havoc for me on my scalp and hair. So I'm really happy with this. I really hope that you can get, let's see if we can I mean, it's just so shiny. The color, it's like this beautiful kind of deep copper reddish, you know, reddish hue. I really like it. It's really been a nice experience. I will do this again. I'm not so afraid of my grays. I don't cover grays just simply for the, you know, my grays. I don't care. If my hair turns white, that's fine with me. The reason why I use this, yeah, was I was kind of getting bored with the way my hair was looking. I wanted a little bit of a touch-up for the shine and the protection factor, smoothing the cuticle of the hair. Dog throw up! Put him outside! Will you put him outside? Ew, Rex! Oh, come on. Outside. Why did you go all over me? Dog throw up, gotta go, bye!